urgent need to rescue the country from over $30 billion annual revenue leakages, $30 billion annual revenue leakages arising from various malpractices in foreign exchange allocation to companies from sources such as CBN, autonomous, interbank, domiciliary, and over-the-counter purchases for the importation of physical goods, payments of foreign service vendors, dividend repatriation, foreign loan, and contract payments by companies in engineering, procurement, construction, installation, and marine transportation. Honorable colleagues, are so moved.
Those in support of the motion, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it.
Again, my name is James Faleke. I represent Ikeja Federal Constituency. The House is aware of the low performance of the country economy at this critical time. Further aware that in the past years, Nigeria has not been able to fund capital aspects of its appropriation year in, year out for lack of funds due to low remittance of revenue by revenue-generating agencies, low payment of taxes by private companies, and diversion of expected revenue by corporate organizations. Also aware that the crude oil price benchmark in 2020 Appropriation Act was put at $57 per barrel, but the price of crude oil in the international market has dropped to $47 per barrel today. This clearly indicates that the major source of revenue towards funding the 2020 Appropriation Act is already in the negative. The House is concerned that there is the urgent need to rescue the country from over $30 billion annual revenue leakages arising from tax evasion, malpractices, misuse, and diversion of foreign exchange allocations by companies and other entities. The House takes cognizance of the following facts: that pro forma invoices overstatements by importers with the intention of obtaining large forest allocation above the international cost, insurance, and freight values of goods, thereby increasing the domestic inflation rate. Fictitious transfer of forest allocation for the payments of dividends to foreign shareholders of Nigerian companies above the dividend approved by the company's board of directors and audited accounts, thereby leading to evasion of statutory 30% company income tax thereof. Allocation of foreign exchange to companies for the repayment of foreign loan and interest that were in some cases found to be non-existent, but rather a fictitious loan backed by a mere packaged documents without evidence of utilization in Nigeria and related taxes paid. Companies in some cases were allocated foreign exchange for the purpose of investment of same in other countries' stocks, e.g. United States Treasury stocks, that neither contribute to federally collected revenue nor reflect the Nigeria economy. The House also is aware of the abuse of millions of dollars in forex allocation to companies for the purpose of payment of foreign vendors for services rendered in Nigeria, were in most cases found to have evaded the then statutory 5% VAT and 5% withholding tax accordingly. The value of imported physical goods, materials, equipment on account of forex allocation by most companies were always understated to Nigeria Customs Service at the port of arrival in order to reduce import duty payable, and based on verifiable information, importers at the post-clearance stage do inflate the value of these items in their books in order to obtain frivolous capital allowance or expense claims from FRS, which ultimately deny the government of much-needed revenue from company income tax and education tax. Companies in offshore engineering, procurement, construction, installation, and transportation, whose forex funding sources are from cash calls and or operators source foreign loan, do pay their foreign vendors billions of dollars in contract payments on an annual basis without any significant payment of all applicable taxes, levies, and likewise. These companies will not be incorporated in Nigeria, nor have affiliate in Nigeria as statutorily provided for in the Companies and Allied Matters Act. The House thereby resolves to direct the Committees of Finance and Banking and Currency to conduct public hearing by looking into the various originating documents maintained by Central Bank of Nigeria, banks, forex dealers, Federal Inland Revenue Services, importers, and other beneficiary companies. 2, identification of perpetrators and the atrocities committed based on verifiable documents obtained from the valuable records. Determine in statutory and in professional manner the revenue amounts involved in the malpractice by each organization based on every revenue line item collectible by agency of government for the purpose of timely recovery into government accounts. Make a formal report of findings and provide necessary recommendations towards the correction and regulation of the problems aimed at putting a stop to the menace in the future. Advise the House on the statutory provisions amendment for penalties as provided in the applicable law for various related offenses.
The allocations, am I correct? Okay. So go ahead and throw more light on this.
Thanks. In the process of our revenue monitoring, in the last 3 weeks, we discovered so many issues. First is that every company has liberty to apply for forex, for importation of equipment or whatever they need in order to continue with their businesses. At the point of applying for forex, some of them use pro forma invoices. Let me give you an example of, let's say, a value of 100 million, let's say $50,000 pro forma invoice. And at the point of shipment, they collude with the exporter from the other country to reduce the value of that shipment. Meanwhile, they had secured $50,000 at the official exchange rate from Nigeria. When they now get to Nigeria, because they have to pay less custom duties based on the reduced value. At the end of the day, they go ahead and they succeed, they clear the goods, and they use the equipment for their production. At the end of the year, when they have to prepare their final accounts, they, of course, inflate that value of the equipment in order to take capital allowance, so thereby reducing the company income tax 30%, which they are supposed to pay, and they have also taken advantage of reduced import duty. That is one aspect. The other aspect is that some companies, of course, take forex from Nigeria to buy stocks in the US economy or in other economy. You take our forex at our exchange rates and then you invest it in other foreign economy. That does not have any bearing whatsoever with our economy in Nigeria. It's like capital flights. That's the word. It's like capital flights. So many other companies, of course, even take forex without importing any goods at all. And we are losing. Nigeria there's no money in this country. So we need to find a way of blocking these people and, of course, expose them so that in the future, such a thing will not happen again. That's just the summary, sir. Thank you very much for the observation. It's supposed to be an investigative hearing. And I would like to amend that it should be investigative rather than public hearing.
Those in favor of the motion as amended, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it.